Back to the breaking news. Looks like Jeb Bush is officially saying he will be actively considering a run for the White House. Mike Warren, staff writer for the Weekly Standard. How are you, Mike? You were just talking about this yesterday. Good morning to you. Let's talk about a primary battle for Jeb Bush. Immediately you think of two images, right? Or two issues, I should say. One is immigration and one is Common Core and his support of that program. How does that shake down, Mike?
Right. I mean, these are two issues on which he's sort of separated himself from the base of the party. He's seen as sort of a less conservative than where the party is on immigration. He wrote this book about a year or so ago asking for more compassionate immigration, just like his brother fought for when he was in the presidency. And of course, Common Core. He's sort of been the face of Common Core, at least in the Republican Party. And I think in many ways you have to look back to the last time Jeb Bush was in office, which was 2007 when he left the Florida governor's mansion, and the last time he was elected, which was 2002, which was more than a decade ago. And I think the party has changed in a lot of ways that perhaps Jeb Bush doesn't have his finger to the pulse and is able to sort of understand maybe in many ways how the dynamics of where the party is, where the base is in a primary election is. On the other hand, he's a very skilled politician. He won two governor's races in Florida, which is, of course, a swing state. He, in many ways, made it a Republican state, at least in governor's races. I don't think that Jeb Bush will just get swept aside by conservative primary electorate.
I saw him speak in New York 2 months ago. I saw him again in a question and answer that was fascinating here in New York as well. This is a man who has big ideas on big issues of the day, and it is clear that he has thought about this stuff for 40 years. Very intelligent, and you can just tell by the way he speaks about this, he's given it great thought. The other thing you're going to hear from a guy like Jeb Bush as a candidate, very positive, a very optimistic message. What he'll say is, I'm 61 years old, but I wish I were 21. Because we're living in this great age of exploration and discovery, and that will be a big part of his campaign, about bringing America along to a better future.
Yeah, I imagine that will be his message, and of course he's going to be trying to distance himself from his brother's presidency, which is still relatively unpopular in the country. And of course, if Hillary Clinton is running against him in 2016, she'll try to tie him to that, so that he's unable to tie her to the Obama administration. It's kind of interesting. I do think also there's a lot of questions here about what the Republican Party is going to look like in 2016. A kind of interesting factoid is if you go back in history, the last successful Republican presidential ticket to not have somebody named Bush on it was in 1972. So there is this question is, can the Republican Party win without a Bush, or does it take a Bush to win a presidential election? And I think that's part of the reason why he's jumped in. He sort of sees himself as being somebody who can win the race for the president for Republicans.
It just got a lot more interesting, I'll tell you that. I wonder what Mom said. I guess clearance was given before Christmas rolls around, right? Because you don't want to have that conversation on Christmas Eve, do you? Michael Warren, thank you, sir. We will speak a lot about this in the coming months. Thank you, bud.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks, Bill.
Martha.